Good morning. It is time for Genshin Impact. As I said in my alert, I made an account on Old School RuneScape last night, and I'm really enjoying that pace, but I said it was Genshin, and I know Nini Pion wants it to be Genshin, so indeed, Genshin it shall be. Let us see. I did get this loaded up. Excellent. It is working. So we will go ahead and play Genshin this morning. Hope everybody is doing a-okay. But if at any point anybody would like me to switch over to Old School RuneScape, you just let me know. Oh, it's not picking up the controller. I mean, my laptop is, but Genshin isn't. I'll have to move it to controller settings. I believe Songvale is also planning on joining us a little bit later. Good morning, Nini Pion. How are you today? My computer is not, well, I don't think my computer is frozen. Hopefully it is still streaming audio, as we are stuck on white screen. You know, I specifically booted up Genshin Impact, so it would be ready to go when the stream started, and I forgot that it often, like, hangs on this loading screen for me. But just know that if you get bored, I can pull up RuneScape. I've been watching, like, not YouTube, like, not RuneScape lore videos so much in terms of, like, the background of the RuneScape fantasy world, but, like the meta history of the game, where, like, when different players did different notable things, or, like, when major updates happened and how, like, the player community responded to them or whatever. And it's just been really interesting and endearing and also nostalgic. And so finally last night I made a new RuneScape account. And so I've been really into that. Played for like 4 hours last night and I already put in an hour this morning. And Pion says she's so tired from work, you'd think for being back from break people would be relaxed and ready to go, but no. Yeah, so actually I have a whole theory on this. I think people think there is working and break taking, and I think actually there's like 4 different things. There's like true rest, which is like a good night's sleep, maybe is a good example of it. There's like being idle, but you just get more tired. So like that's the feeling of like when you're scrolling like YouTube shorts, because you just like you're too tired to like make a decision or play a video game or something, but you just feel more tired when you're done. And then there's working, which is like really demoralizing. You're doing it because you need to get paid, but like it just exhausts you and it's upsetting. And then there's like satisfying work, which is when you like spend hours on a painting that you're really satisfied by or something like that. So I think there's like 4 things, and I think most people, when they're trying to do something to rest, or when they feel like they need a recharge, they probably don't do true rest, or people feel like when they need a recharge that they need to rest, but what they need is to have some work actually be satisfying. And I definitely feel that. I think over the course of my break from my income source job, the first week I was sick, but at least I did finish a couple of video games which were satisfying for me. And then, unfortunately, the second week I was in mourning, so I didn't really feel like I was getting any form of rest. And I also wasn't finishing anything, so that was just exhausting, even though I wasn't doing very much. Alright. The first thing we're gonna do is clear all of the little exclamation points. The turn my sound down. I don't know if it's backfeeding for you at all, but it feels quite loud on my end. Oh, we do actually have to go to the event, I guess, to clear it. Oh, this is like a game in a browser window. Strange. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, like all the little like, look at this, look at that, look at that. It's too much for me. I don't have Zoomer brain, and it's not it makes me it's like the scrolling YouTube shorts thing where like I do nothing and it just makes me tired. I don't want to do this right now. Can you just not have the exclamation? Cool. Plus, we want it to be clean for what I assume is like a major plot point, if not the finale of this portion. I think these letters are from characters I haven't met yet. So we're just gonna take all the stuff and leave. Inipion says, I'm the same unless it's actually something I need to do but want to do later. Not my thing, aesthetically. Just thought I'd look through them and see if there was anyone I was like, wow, that's the person for me. I'm not sure what you're telling me. Oh, is it this little... this bit? No. This bit? Oh, I see. Okay. Nipion says, we get birthday letters from all the characters regardless if we have them or not. That makes sense. It's funny that they send us a letter on their birthday. You'd think we would need to send them a letter on their birthday. I like this language. I assume that's like the canonical language of... I can't remember the name for the land of Genshin Impact, like the world on the whole. Alright, I thought we were done. We have one more. Alright, we have cleared everything out, and Teva, thank you. I was like, I know I've seen a name for the whole thing. Thank you, it is Tevat. Alright, we are ready to confront Storm Terror. I have not played the game in 2 weeks, so I hope I remember enough game mechanics to do a fight. I remember I gotta switch characters and I gotta use the elemental stuff.
Disappear!
Oh, I guess I'll wait now that I have X. I tried to click X but on a Switch controller. X is Y. Oops. Are you ready? Are you ready for Storm Terror? Hope the answer's yes, because that's what I'm clicking. Recommended party level 26. Alright, I think we're past that. After a long and daring pursuit of Dvalin, who has been led astray by the Abyss Mages, you are about to finally confront him once and for all. Alright. I guess it said party level 26. We got 40, 35, and then 20. Here we go. I'm sad. I'm drinking my coffee this morning. Oh.
There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back. They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots.
But how do I attack? Oh, right trigger. Alright, people who are good with the controller, tell me how agonizing this is to watch me almost get it, but not quite. The night sky is beautiful though, what I can see here in my peripheral vision. I'm very impressed at how well I can fly with just a cape. Alright, I got one.
Dvalin is getting away.
Good morning, Sangreal.
Just hold on a bit longer.
Sangreal says that my inability to shoot was nothing, and I should have seen her driving the Batmobile in Arkham Knight. I'm focusing on dodging stuff. I feel like I'm having a little bit of difficulty with the blue ones, like seeing where they are in space.
I'll extract and condense the pure animal from the shock
Related to
from
me.
fire. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't
Venti does
control
not
where they will
seem-
appear, so keep your eyes peeled.
Venti does not really seem that concerned, like, about it. He's just got, like, big tutorial voice on. Oh, I fixed that up. Okay. Tell when I get focused because I just stop having anything to say to stream apparently. Sorry. I don't think I can like push forward or back. I think I am just controlling like going right, left, up, and down. So that's good to remember there. My aim is getting better, or maybe he's flying in a straighter line. I'm not sure. Is this the whole fight? Venti is extremely chill, is what I'm picking up. Starsworn says, put your hand to your nose, I guess. Songvale says, she destroyed everything except what she was supposed to while driving the Batmobile. And then Ipion says it is okay that I am quiet because she is also focused on the battle. That is good. I think I might have missed one of the things. felt like it had been a really long time since we saw one. There also is like boundaries that I can't see for like how far to the right or left I can, or up and down I can really go. So I'm like trying to dodge, but I'm just running into an invisible wall. Oops. It's fine. Hopefully it doesn't matter how much damage I take. I mean, it matters to me. I should be perfect, but alas. Songo says she's going to step away to feed Agatha and unleash Haruko, and then she will be back. Thank you for caring for cute animal friends, especially my Haruko. Unipion tells me that there will be another part after this. Okay. That makes sense.
Sorry, this is hurting you.
Unleash the noodle. I was venti for a second there. I like his wings.
Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Let's play! Now is our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. Here we go.
Okay, I can dodge. And what am I?
This is Dvalin's ace in the hole. Celestinum Finale Termini.
That's awesome.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms.
So
The
chill.
energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your steps. Let's play! Now is our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
I feel like there's like a music track missing here. I was like, why does this fight feel so uncanny? And I think it's because there's no music playing.
Yeah!
I got stuck in the bow shoot animation there.
This place is gonna collapse!
I was really worried about this, but that was extremely easy, actually.
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animal Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
I like Valen's voice. It's soothing. I will pet the dragon.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing. However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
That was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Well, Mondstadt completed, I assume? Oh, more cutscene. More cutscene.
You guys are back! The honorary knight returns triumphant.
Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for how you resolved this crisis. When I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider.
You're welcome.
It was like 6
But
years
have you
ago.
been waiting for us here this whole time?
But I
Of course
finally did
not.
it.
Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak.
Aftermath? Here? What happened in Mondstadt?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city.
How did they find out she was
Fortunately,
gone?
we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back.
Maybe just bad luck.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps.
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now.
So, why would the Hilly Churls do this?
I know, it's strange. Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it.
They've taken over the Hilly Churls. Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too.
That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listening to all this somber talk. I promised to take you out for some
Maybe
sticky honey
spies,
roast,
yeah.
didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Storm Terror crisis. There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry?
You bet! You may have forgotten till just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time.
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself. Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to clean up here real quick.
Alright, I'm gonna pause for just a second and take a restroom break. I will be right back. So sorry about that, but middle cutscene, I was in the middle of the cutscene, I was just like, I really need to go to the bathroom. But we are back. Alright, we've achieved something. Hello, Songvale. Hello, Agatha. How is Agatha today? Songvale says we will see if Agatha can be civilized for a whole stream. Is she loose or are you mushing her?
Ta-da! Barbara's here. Leave the healing to me. I will not disappoint you.
I am not sure what quest I completed to receive her, but cool.
Ta-da!
She's kind of cute.
Barbara's here.
I like
Leave the
it.
healing to me. I will not disappoint you.
Songo says she's pretty good, except that she doesn't want breakfast. At the moment, she's exploring. I see. Well, good luck, Agatha. I want you to be free, but I also understand why you frequently need to be contained. Because you are a tornado. Agatha the Twister. Agatha Hurricane Kitty. That's her name. Agatha Hurricane Kitty. Agatha, comma, Hurricane Kitty.
Here we go. This is it. Crisis, danger, the thrill of adventure. Adventurers Guild. Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over. The age
Those
of
are noble
adventure is
pursuits,
upon
okay, dude?
us. Roll up, youngsters. Join the Adventurers Guild today. In this time of great upheaval, we must rally together, take on the dragon, and save our great city of Mondstadt.
Yeah, about that.
What? What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clanmaster's speech? Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
You know, I'm gonna be real, I also was surprised at that fight. It was much easier than I thought, and it does feel like it was missing a segment, and also there was no music. And I'm not sure what Storm Terror, or what Duvall, like he said he protected us and saved us, but like, I guess he carried us out of the Twister, maybe at the end? I don't know. I feel like part of it was missing. All right.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally over. Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, we're all doomed. I cannot imagine a world without wine.
Your voice is whiny,
I
so
hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
I like his clothes.
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the Four Winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return. For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
This does have big epilogue energy. So is the next place the UA? Was it?
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship.
Nothing about your pose right now conveys that you don't want to fight me.
It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat skills, but your wit as well. A knight after my own heart.
You were there,
To
dude.
bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost. And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart. Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls?
Oh, that makes sense that they were ordered to attack.
To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair, just as the hilly churl's cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order, they are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her the Princess. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
I realize that there's probably like a canonical group of people who went and did this, but it's funny to me that he's saying that about her and him, because both of them actually were outside of the city with me at Storm Terror's lair. Yeah, Songvale, I agree. I also would have assumed that the Abyss Order had a leader somewhere. You always assume there's a leader somewhere.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he's slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience.
I think he does a lot behind the scenes.
Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble.
Truthfully, I don't remember meeting him, so I don't remember if I should assume he's lying about that or not.
But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please. Today's recommendation is the steak. So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go and wherever the wind may blow. That's
Let
the
the
spirit.
wind lead.
Remember,
Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
True. Ninipyon says it's both the truth and an excuse, and why can't a man be both? Indeed.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
Is it because I stole it? Might be because I stole it. It wants me to just jump up there? That's fascinating. Oh my goodness. Okay. That was funny. Just climb the wall. I have lost my quest marker. The cathedral? I think it was up here. I remember there being the statue. That was very important, so I'm thinking that we gotta go up to the statue. The game decided that I haven't climbed enough today. Yeah, I haven't skipped enough of the roads to just beeline to where I'm going. Sorry, I realized that I'm supposed to go up to the church, but I like that statue, so I wanted to stop to look at the statue. Ooh, it's kind of neat that they were able to, like... Okay, there's green here. I thought the flowers were just growing in the stone, which was neat. Elemental Mastery. Once you can harness the power of the elements, you may find yourself looking to increase something. I didn't get to finish reading it. Why did I need to steal the lyre? I had to steal it for Venti, who is actually secretly, like, their god, and it was his. And we needed it. For something about Dvalin. They didn't believe that Venti was a god, or possibly he didn't try to tell them that.
Picking gifts really is an adventure and a half, isn't it? I want to give one to my wife Juliana, but I have no idea what to pick. Well, picking presents is like that. You might have 1,000 things to choose from, but somehow it always feels impossible to find the perfect one. I really can't think of anything, and I'd ask someone in the city if only I knew who best to ask. Who exactly should I ask?
How about Marjorie, who runs the souvenir shop? You know, there's nothing like getting a present for your loved one from the souvenir shop of the town you actually live in.
Marjorie? Oh, right. She runs that souvenir shop, doesn't she? She certainly would have some choice goods on sale. Could I trouble you to make the trip over to her shop for me? Lily's out at the moment, so I need to wait here until she gets back, since Juliana's still at work. Besides, I want to give her a surprise, so I can't afford to let her know.
I'm not sure that this is going to be a very thoughtful gift, as you are sending a random person you do not know to go ask a gift shop attendant what you should give your wife in the town you live in. Ninipion and Songvale are discussing who Venti is, and Songvale feels that she doesn't know Venti that well, but it does seem somewhat like him to just not mention that he's a god. Ninipion says, I mean, imagine this guy walking up to you and saying he's a hundreds-of-year-old god that's been missing in action for years. It's not very believable. That's true.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the holy lyre de Hamel.
May the Animal Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master. But I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
I've paused the dialogue from Barbara for a second because I need clarification on something Songvale has just said. Songvale says, that actually happened to me once, and admittedly, no, I didn't believe him. What is this in reference to? Did someone come up to you and, like, tell you they were a god and you didn't believe them? Like, is that what I need to know. Was it Kalarian? Did he say, I changed my mind, actually I am a god? Songvale says, one time I met a guy in a coffee shop who told me he was the reincarnation of multiple religious figures from the past. How did that come up? Did he just come up to your table? And he wished people would stop giving him their souls. That would be a huge burden. But why was he unloading this issue on you at a coffee shop? Because he wanted people to keep their souls and improve them by living good lives. I mean, as folks say, fair enough. Apparently, she had the same kind of some kind of energy. Well, maybe he recognized that you are also a reincarnation of several religious figures from throughout history. Which religious figures do you think you are a reincarnation of, Songvale? Tag yourself. Songvale says, maybe that's why I'm stressed all of the time. Yeah, you have so many souls to redeem. Have you seen the state of the world right now? The least heated ones. That's brutal. I'm sorry. It's time to get out the steel wool and get out there and clean some hearts.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the Holy Lyre with you? We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's a little...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding.
We broke it.
The Holy Lyre! Oh, Barbados! Even if I atoned for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough.
Oh, give it here.
Why did he think he shouldn't do that to begin with?
This Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again.
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
Oh my god.
Don't get Bart!
He's a terrible god. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Also, Oh.
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh.
Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis.
Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public. Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste. Fenty!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
I feel kind of bad for bad-mouthing Genti, given that he just got assaulted. Meanwhile, Songbell's like, can I have her coat?
Honorary Knight, you're awake. I wouldn't say he's all right, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him.
He's a god,
This is
so...
the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said, it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the Animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
Well, hopefully everything will be fine. Enjoy your instrument. I suggest you enjoy it sooner rather than later. That scene was surprising, but also it made me think, like, man, like, the fight choreography was good. Whoever does the team that does the aesthetics for this game just absolutely nails it. Like, I should have art days where I copy stuff from here, too. I might copy that statue. I really like the swooshes in the fabric. Especially, like, the part that goes from, like, the hip down to the ground. I love that. Like, my ideal art style is, I think, somewhere between the fantasy realism of World of Warcraft illustrations from the last, like, 10 years, and this. Barbara is Jean's little sister. I can see it, actually. They do look kind of similar. And they both kind of look like me in real life. Okay. I'm not doing good at staying up on the wall. It even, like, says on the screen what the sprint button was, but as you could potentially tell there, I couldn't figure out what the sprint button was. I have about another hour. I do unfortunately have a bunch of stuff front-loaded into my day-to-day, so I have a hard stop on my stream timing. I'd like to take a poll between the two of you. I could potentially get up and get going Sunday morning. And be able to do a stream like middle of the day Pacific time on Sunday. Do either of you feel eager for that, A? And B, in Songvale's case, do you prefer that to me just staying longer at your house on Sunday? I have a fairly hard stop then too. I need to leave around 2 p.m. my time. I'm going into the major city to like the Science Museum's giant movie theater screen to watch the new Avatar movie with someone. For the second time. Well, the second time seeing the movie. First time seeing it on this giant, awesome screen. So I will not be able to do like afternoon and evening streaming on Sunday, but I could do you know, like a middle of the day stream. Alright. We got one yes eager. Songvale, what is your thoughts or opinions on this? Look at this. I love this lighting. Wow. Like, it's a shadow, but it's warm. It's like a sunny day shadow. That's awesome. Like, I love it. Songvale says she's up for a stream on Sunday trying to contain the cat. Okay, well, I guess help me leave your apartment. Or not your apartment, your house at probably before 10, honestly. Nini Pion says that works for her. She promised that at work to watch a ballet audition on Sunday. Cool.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck?
So, what is a gnosis?
So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people, but I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis.
Well, what about that thing hanging off your hip?
It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
And it does look super cool.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from the Zepelyarny Palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's gnosis. How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the seven, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone.
You know, Paimon.
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye. We're going.
One moment, Windborn Outlander.
You mean me?
Yep. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you.
Venti.
Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time.
Venti time.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Up till the end, Dvalin remembered his duty as one of the four winds. As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my ideals of freedom onto him. I just hope that Dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is. Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend. If you want to chat, now's the time. A Barkaya shared some new intelligence, you say? Oh, I see. So, the Abyss Order has a princess who orchestrated the plan to corrupt Dvalin? They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such princess of the Abyss Order.
So it's a
I think
recent
so, too.
development.
Apparently. But how does a princess come out of nowhere and take command over the entire Abyss Order? If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Ninipyon asks, "Are we gonna start the Damn it, let me start over again." Ninipyon says, "Are we gonna start Liyue? Alright. Are we gonna start Liyue this stream?" Yeah, we have an hour, so I think we probably will after I listen to all this lore.
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip-up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
If only the Seven Nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first place. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the Seven Nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining chip against the Knights.
Speaking of the lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui could only run amok across the Seven Nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbingers.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other mortals. The Tsaritsa. I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan? Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the Seven all the more difficult. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Ninipyon says that there is also an extra flavor cutscene exclusive to YouTube. We will be watching that. Because I like those things. I also was wondering, like, Because I see things get posted on YouTube all the time that are not like just advertisements, but are like music videos, or I assume like this, where there's this flavor cutscene. Is there like a fan community that archives all of that material? Both to make sure that it continues to exist in the future, but also to like if you had like a guide to know, like as you're playing through the game, like, oh, I should go watch this clip because the game itself does not tell you it exists. Like, is there an effort to do any of that for this game?
As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes and may ascend to Celestia. A gnosis is a higher-order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the 7. But as for which of the 7 took your sister, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the 7, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
Hang on a hot second. Tone Deaf Bard is just one of Barbados' many incarnations. Who's to say that...
Honestly, I don't agree with this statement. I haven't known him long enough to trust him. I have known him long enough to know that I should not trust him. Like, my baseline expectation in the story is that people will present themselves as I'm supposed to receive them. But this dude seems wishy-washy and performative. So as much as he seems kind of like a good person, I also like wouldn't be surprised at all if he was just like, psych, I'm evil.
We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your sister, how would you like to become one of the new 4 winds?
That sounds awesome.
You don't seem too into it.
I'm not sure about this dude.
Hey, Tone Deaf Bard! If being one of the 4 winds means free food, you can consider Paimon.
No, your voice is too annoying. We don't want to hear that on the wind.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
All right.
Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Well, it's already been like 7 or 8, so I did it. Can I not move on until I go up? We can't go on until I move up 4 levels. So I guess we probably won't get to Liyue in this stream because I am not a high enough level. But we can stop and watch the other cutscene if you would like. Ninipyeon, does this cutscene go with the end of this story or the beginning of Liyue? I was really surprised when you reacted with yay to that. I see that it was delayed. Does it go with the end of Mondstadt or the beginning of Liyue? I don't know what it was telling me. I had an explanation for. Legend of the Dark Knight Hero. Maybe Kel will like that, or Songville will like that one. I will level up for the rest of the stream. Do we want to watch the cutscene then first? Or do level up? Do you want more gameplay or the cutscene? All right, Songbell says cutscene and then Dark Knight Hero. Is there one for Venti? A cutscene or a quest? All right, we will do the cutscene next. Let me look at OBS and see if If I can quickly create a window. I guess you guys could just watch my screen. And that could work. But I just need to look at OBS and see if I can create something for us to watch together. I think I can do screen record. Let me find the link that you gave me. Alright, I got that. Put that over to the side. Pause.
Outlanders do not belong in this world. One day, this journey will reach its end. But until the abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end.
Your Highness, our plan to weaponize the dragon has been impeded.
By the animal archon, who rises again for the dragon's sake.
No, not the Archon. We were well prepared for his interference. Regrettably, Your Highness, the issue is your brother.
Outlanders, your journey ends here.
We will be reunited, dear brother. But not here. Not now. We will meet at this journey's end. Once the dust has settled. Then you will understand.
And back to Genshin. Admittedly, it kind of messed with the the epic, like, thoughtfulness quality that he kept yawning in the background. I think I have seen that already, because I remember talking to Ninipion about it. So I might have known that. But I don't remember, like, when or how I learned that. I first started playing this game literal years ago. Like, I don't even know when. I think I might have even tried this game because I knew somebody who liked it, like, when it first came out, but I didn't, like, stay involved in it for various reasons. So it is quite like, I vaguely remember the cutscene that they showed a segment of where I and my sister were, like, fighting something. Like, as the opening cutscene of, like, the game. But not well. Songvale said that makes sense. She was just wondering if it was something she missed. Before this, it's just us looking for her but not know what's going on.
Is this
Really?
an answer from
Okay,
this
did
world?
you just tell me for some reason that she was... Maybe you sent me a video or something, and I asked about it. Apparently we do find this out in this scene, but for some reason I knew that. That, like, the villain looked like my sister or was my sister. I don't know. You must have told me for some reason. At some point. Or it was relevant to a cutscene I watched on YouTube. Alright. Now we are going to do... Not what I just did. Now we are going to do... Dark Knight Hero. So we need to go back to Mondstadt. That must be it. Ninny says that I have been sent cutscenes from later on about it. That must have been a big shocker.
Come in, take a seat. We have a few...
That would be tough. Like, you're looking for your sibling and you're like, wait, they're evil? They're the big bad? Right stick, push down. There we go.
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh? I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a buzz lately. Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news. Even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it? If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale of the Dark Knight Hero.
Paimon. He literally just said it's not a scary story.
Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
You weren't even listening. Anyway,
If she didn't float, we
the
could throw her
Dark
off
Knight
the cliff.
Hero. It is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice.
He's actually Batman.
But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors.
Songville does.
Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence.
Has anyone ever seen him?
I'm told that there have been a handful of sightings, but in the depths of night, no one can get a good look at him. Perhaps that's why he only appears at night. Nevertheless, the sightings confirm that the Dark Knight Hero is more than just a groundless rumor. Anyway, that's more or less everything I know. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza. I need to serve some customers.
Songville says Charles does not
Dark
know
Knight
what's good.
Hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend, but just a little darker. Wonder who it could be. Once you're ready, let's head out to the plaza and ask around.
No, I clicked on you by accident. Alright, so I saw a thing pop up saying that somebody was busy, so I wonder if it's going to tell me that I can't do that quest right now. That wasn't what I wanted. A character is currently involved in other quests. Okay. Marjorie. who is for a surprise gift. Rudolph wants to send a gift to his wife. Oh my gosh! We have to go help the terrible husband first. I guess we'll go help terrible husband first. Songville says, if the bartender is his secret identity, then he'll forgive him for being dismissive. Songville also says, please don't marry people before finding out what they like. Yeah. You know, I don't have that much experience. Although people used to, like, when I was in high school and early college, people came to me with their relationship problems all the time because they had figured out that, like, my friendship advice was also good relationship advice. But I don't have a lot of personal experience, but I think I would agree. Don't make eternal commitments to people that you don't know. And knowing things that they like is a fundamental part of understanding who they are.
Welcome. Every treasure here is unique, so we don't negotiate on the price, nor do we give refunds.
You know anything about presents?
Presents? I've got a lot here. But what do you need them for?
Rudolph wants to give someone a present.
Rudolph? A present? Well, sure, I've got a lot of good stuff here. But couldn't you at least tell me who the present is for? Someone doesn't exactly give me a lot to go on. For Juliana? I see, so it's for Rudolph's wife. Let me think. Ah, yes, I do have a present that she'll definitely like. That said, did you bring enough money? The present will run you 900 mora.
Small beans. Here you go.
Well, aren't you straightforward? All right, I've already wrapped the present. Take it. Oh, yes. Don't open it, you hear? Presents are meant to be surprises, after all. Opening others' presents is hardly considered polite either.
Now I feel like I should open it. Like, it just seems like the thing to do. Should I climb the wall, as it suggested before, or use the stairs like a good person? I guess we'll use the stairs. Apologies to everyone viciously typing in the chat right now and just hadn't hit enter yet. Depends on whether or not I want to be Batman. Alright, I'll climb the next wall. Damn. It is, as Skullduggery Pleasant once said, doors are for people with no imagination. Climb, climb, up we go. In a way, are we not climbing the stairs?
Anything the knights can do for you?
When Animo meets Hydro, Pyro, Electro, or Cryo, it causes swirl.
That happens way too... You can't read it out loud. The loading screen's too fast.
Did you get a present for Marjorie?
We did.
Oh, thank you. Wait, did you buy this? How much was it? I'll reimburse you. I mean, it's a present from me to Juliana. I can't just spend your money or hers. I did save a little on the sly. Hold on a moment, let me get it. This should be enough, yes? I do hope that Juliana will like it.
We're gonna get like 300. Alright, it didn't tell us how much we got. It just told us the quest. We got 10 Prima Gems. And no money. Cool. Oh, it said we got 2125 Mora. Alright.
Boy, this stupid city's so boring.
So we did make money on that. Alright. Legend of the Dark Knight Hero. Now it is time for Batman. Medieval Batman. Medieval Batman also sounds like a cool version of Batman, to be honest. Hell, you should write that. That should be your fan project. No! Dang it, we're gonna do it again. Fungo says, I'd try medieval Batman, but also more so try high fantasy Batman. I mean, honestly, that's what I was thinking also. No! Alright. This Batman also has dead parents. Fungo says, see, it is him. He has found a way to travel extra-dimensionally. That's true. When you have that much brains and that much money, you can do anything. Was Iron Man, like, a response to Batman in any way? Or, were they... I understand one's DC and one's Marvel, but I mean, like, were they meant to compete with one another? Granted, I don't know if Iron Man's parents are alive or dead. Oh my god, we did it! Yeah! That time was perfect.
A reward on the road.
I did it that way. I did it that time. Very, very well. Fungo says, I don't know if he was particularly meant to compete with Batman, but he certainly is of a similar archetype. Yeah, like, rich, very smart dude. Uses intelligence and monetary resources as a superpower. Iron Man is Batman's cousin. I'm assuming the person I need to talk to is Marjorie, because I had to get Marjorie free before I continue this quest, so. Songwell says, in the movies his parents are dead, but that's not particularly relevant to his heroism motives. Yeah. Like, I think his heroism motive in the movie for Iron Man was just weapons bad. Though it does turn out eventually that the big bad organization had them killed. Oh yeah, that's not cool.
Welcome. Every treasure here is unique, so we don't negotiate on price, nor do we give refunds. Oh, I see you're very interested.
None of these are related to Batman. I guess I'll ask her about Wolvendom. I don't know what that means.
Oh, yes. I did see something strange in Wolvendom not long ago. From the silhouette, it seemed to be a boy, but he was with a pack of wolves, and they seemed very close, too. Perhaps I was mistaken. I was quite a distance away, after all, and it was only a glimpse. I mean, how could humans live alongside wolves? How strange.
Maybe just everybody has to be available to talk to?
Hi, is there something I can do for you? I'm trying to find out about the Dark Knight hero. Dark Knight... It's so... Hero? Sorry, I've never heard of him. My health is poor. I don't go out at night.
Alright. Let's see. Fungbell says perhaps he's picked a different animal. Yeah, it could be wolves, Wolfman. An interesting twist on the whole, like, vampires versus werewolves. Batman is vampire because bat. Inipion says maybe you talk to someone else and Marjorie joins after. It just says talk to all the bystanders in the plaza for information. I just assumed that Marjorie was relevant because, we couldn't do the quest until she was available.
You want to find out about the Dark Knight hero? Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight hero.
You're kidding, right?
You're right, I'm not. I was joking.
Huh.
Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight hero and I have one thing in common.
What's that?
Your sense of humor?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth.
For normal people, yes, although I find my Maslow's hierarchy is completely inverted. If I do not feel like what I'm doing is meaningful, then I don't really care about eating or other basic life needs.
It's the same in every hero story, isn't it?
No, actually, there's a lot of hero stories about people who have nothing, who struggle to get by, but for some reason that makes them more good.
No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time. They must know something.
You want to know about him? In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own 2 eyes.
Great!
I like
This
his
is the guy
armor.
we need to talk to. So, just who is the Dark Knight hero?
Whoa, slow down. Let me start from the beginning. Well, I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard.
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Wow.
Guess what I did next?
Did you run away?
I wasn't the bad guy. Why would I need to run away? Still, I did leave the scene. I didn't want to be a nuisance to the Dark Knight hero. So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius' residence.
I guess vigilantism is not a crime in Mondstadt.
Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius. But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Favonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would someone like that not want to join the Knights? I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
So, the point you're trying to make is you don't know who the Dark Knight hero is either?
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her.
I like this armor.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
I think the little, like, short tabard piece in the front does
Welcome
something
to
for it, 'cause I'm
Mondstadt.
not as big of a fan of this armor. I like this one.
Fresh fruit, only at Quinn's Fruit.
Owner Floral Whisper. Laura seems exceptionally young.
Price.
Did you get rescued by the Batman? Huh? What's the Dark Knight Hero? Is it a fairy tale?
Gosh. All I can think about is Dealer. Better see if I read the cathedral if you're injured.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight Hero.
My hero? Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought. Hang on. How did you know who I was thinking about? Is it that obvious? Oh no. What am I going to do? If Master Diluc ever finds out.
Huh? What's Dealer got to do with this?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans then. I used to think Diluc was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight Hero, I just don't know anymore.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight Hero? For real? What's he like?
It all happened so fast. I was so scared. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire, but I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar.
I've been distracted for this entire cutscene. Please take a look at the individual in the background between me and Donna. What the heck is that dude wearing? Is he part of the game normally, or is he like a special event that's going on, like a remix with like the Just Dance series? Like, I'm so distracted by like Asian fantasy Elvis. I don't know what's going on over there at all. Thank you for sharing my moment of what the heck. We will now continue with the quest. I wonder if it's Diluc. With the flash of fire.
Who knows? Well, now you mention it, a pyrovision does seem like a good explanation. It lit up the whole area in an instant. I remember that very well.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around. So, based on what we know so far, all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights. Nope, still no idea. But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him.
How convenient, it just became nighttime.
It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight Hero.
Let's see if we can find him. And yes, I am following on the mini-map where it says I should go, so we're definitely gonna find him. I think we're gonna have to climb the wall. Oh, we have a cutscene. It is Diluc. Oh my goodness. This fight scene choreography and camera work is crazy. Like, whoever storyboarded this is amazing.
The hero is Master Diluc?
It's anime Batman.
After managing to steer clear of the guards' patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead.
I guessed it. I feel like I have to pick the top one, even though the bottom one seems like I'm still surprised, but I guessed it.
Dark Knight Hero? Sounds awfully derivative to me. Please tell me you didn't come up with that.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Dark Knight Hero.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though, I suppose I may take the idleness of others as a sign that peace prevails.
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Dark Knight Hero of Mondstadt! We solved it!
Why were we just trying to find out his
Mr.
identity?
Dark Knight Hero.
Please stop calling me that. Seriously, it makes me uncomfortable.
You can call me that.
Not surprised. It's the stupidest superhero named Paimon's ever heard.
Paimon, I'm gonna pitch you off a
should come up with
bridge.
something more original. Like, Captain Pie.
Pie?
Yeah, I'm gonna... You know, I don't... the only reason I really want, like, a private server version of this game is just so I can play it offline. And just not feel like it's gonna disappear someday. But the second reason I would take... The second reason, Thongdale says pie. The second reason I would take a version of this game that we can mod is to be able to remove Paimon from the game.
Captain Pyro! Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
It was the Abyss Order.
Them again?
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions, their persistence is unusual.
Ninipyeon says she likes Dark Knight Hero more than Batman, and that's totally fair, but an alternative name for Batman is the Dark Knight. So it definitely is still, like, derivative. They're definitely still throwing I don't know. I can't tell if they're throwing shade at the concept of Batman, or if, since they said it was derivative, if they're just, like, throwing shade at themselves, for being derivative. I don't know. I'm not sure what the goal was here. Sogwell says, why would anyone who thinks he needed a better name suggest Captain Pyro? I mean, I thought she was, like, going to suggest, like, Captain Paimon in, like, a moment of nepotism, and I was like, no. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions, their persistence is unusual. Why don't we ask the Knights of Favonius?
Who would be helping whom is debatable. The Knights are, for the most part, an utterly incompetent bunch.
Such as the police force.
I cannot trust them to take this matter over.
I mean, in fairness, I was going to say they did handle the dragon, but I guess I handled the dragon. So who knows?
What's past is past. I would prefer not to discuss it. Well, I hope this conversation has been of service to you. Because I would like to ask for a favor in return.
Oh? What is it, Master D-Luke? Your wish is our command!
You must keep my identity a secret. Above all, it is crucial that you do not let the Knights of Favonius know I am connected to any of this.
In blue text, we have to do that. And one dude, like, just ran the wrong way.
What's that sound? Yikes! Have the Abyss Order sent backup already?
They appear to just be small-timers. You should have no trouble dealing with them. I cannot afford delays on account of a few lackeys. I shall have to let you take care of them. Remember, don't tell a soul.
I guess they didn't see his hair because everything else was on fire.
Hey! You're just gonna leave us like this?
Windblade!
Oh my gosh.
Don't get frostbite.
Greetings. I thought I heard something, so I came to check it out. Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Not here. Nothing. Zilch. Unless you're looking for the Dark Knight hero, in which case...
Shut it,
The Dark
Paimon.
Knight hero. You saw him?
Oh, the Dark Knight hero is, him!
Great job.
You! The hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows. On behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I thank you for your service to this city.
It's nothing. Really, you're too kind.
Wait a second. Aren't you the traveler that just arrived in the city?
Songbell says,
Rumors
do you
were
think...
circulating about the Dark Knight hero long before you ever arrived here.
Songbell says, do you think he was hiding during the cutscene? Well, I think DeLuke just, like, left the scene, but it's possible that this guard was also just hiding.
Oh,
Why would you lie to me about that? Never mind. You don't seem like bad folks. But I do hope you will visit the Knights of Favonius soon, where we can discuss the Dark Knight hero situation in more detail. Some things are best not discussed in public. Duty calls. I must be going. Stay safe, traveler.
Doot doot. Alright.
seems like Huffman has something he really wants to say to
Guess
you about the Dark Knight
let's
hero.
be Batman. We're just gonna climb the walls to
Better
get to
head
where we're
over
going
to
a
the
little
Knights of
faster.
Favonius and see if you can find him.
Oh, we're gonna fall off the wall here. I ran out of endurance. Now we are Batman. Songbell says, always be yourself, unless you can be Batman. Then always be Batman. Fair enough. I've often heard that saying before, but usually it's unicorns. Always be yourself unless you can be a unicorn, then be a unicorn. Hi, man. Hi, man is going to be brought up on vigilantism charges.
Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. Thank you for coming. So, the Dark Knight hero. Do you have anything else you're able to share with me?
Songbell says, I guess it shows how well the internet knows me that I have seen the Batman version multiple times, but I have never seen the unicorn one. Ninny Pion says she has seen neither. I think I saw mine because I was really into media in the knots, the 2000s, that focused on like the idea of like be yourself rather than trying to fit in. And now there is like this aggressive individualism, which is like be yourself and don't observe social courtesy. But in the 2000s, there was much more like be your real creative self, because that was not like a normal and trendy thing to do yet. It was something like you were bullied or picked on. So I got to see a lot more stuff like that very early on. And the unicorn and fantasy nerdery for young people, like 10-year-olds at the time, had sayings like that all over the place. And also there were unicorns.
Ah, yes, of course I should fill you in first. Apologies for my appalling lapse of etiquette. The
He
situation
observed social
is-
niceties.
Here, take a look at this.
Jeez, what horrible handwriting. Let me take a closer look. Huh? Some parts of this seem to be complete gibberish.
Indeed. Although this is written in the common tongue, it appears that a cipher has been used in many places. Nevertheless, one can grasp the general message from the non-ciphered portions alone. This is a war declaration from the Abyss Order to the Dark Knight hero.
Does that mean the bad guys want the Dark Knight hero to go away forever and ever?
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to contact him as soon as possible so that we can attempt to coordinate a response. After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Dark Knight hero himself. It impacts the entire city of Mondstadt.
Ninipyeon says, yeah, it's not about like being your true creative self. It's now about be the main character. And yet, how are you an individual when you're copying what other main characters on TikTok do? Yeah. I also think this has come like part and parcel with the fact that like we don't like the main character is not the good and heroic person anymore. Frequently, they're morally gray or they are just outright the villain. But people are like, no, it makes sense. It's totally fair that they're lashing out in this way because of what has been done to them. And that is true. But also, everything's going to get worse if everyone just keeps perpetuating the wrongs done to them by worse people.
If you find out anything at all, come and find me.
All right, time to go to
A war declaration sent by the Abyss Order? This is not good news at all for Master D-Luke. Quick, we should go tell him right away.
Onwards we go. To advise that Elk Hall itself is against him. I guess the war declaration is not from Dawn Winery. I was thinking that it was because it says go to Dawn Winery, but I think that's just where he's hanging out. Wolvendom. The stress pattern on Diluc's name is the opposite of what your brain wants it to be. Yeah. Do you want it to be Diluc D-Luck? I am the D-Luck model. D-Luc. That's what it is. Diluc, isn't it?
Leave it all to me.
I keep saying D-Luc. 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 I literally can't say it the other way. I'm not even sure which way I'm saying it now. D-Luc? Do they say D-Luc or D-Luc? D-Luc. D-Luc. I've said it too many times. Why am I killing the slime? I do not know, but we must do it. It's very hard to choose what stress to put. Sometimes the emphasis ends up on the wrong syllable, you know. I love this statement. The emphasis is on the wrong syllable. Alright, we have a little bit less than 5 minutes to go. So I think we're going to get where we're going, but we won't do the next story segment. We will save that for the next time of play. Do you have anything you're looking forward to, Ninipyeon? Or for that matter, Songvale, but I am aware that I will see Songvale a little bit later today. Looking forward to more Batman. In this game or your game? There's the winery. Indypion says I want more, but I need to get ready to leave too. Yeah. Songvale has to work before she can play anything, but she is looking to both this and her own game. Alright, well, here we are. Let's see. I have no idea which way to face, as it is all quite beautiful. I guess we'll go with this. I thank you all for joining me. There might be a stream on Monday. Not Monday, I'm sorry. There might be a stream on Sunday. I'm not totally willing to commit at this point because I'm trying to hold to what I say is going to happen. But there might be one on Sunday. I will post in the Discord when I am going live or when I know that it is definitely not happening. Otherwise, the next streaming time is next Wednesday for WoW Wednesday. I might want to play WoW or I might want to paint again because painting a couple days ago was very successful. So, if you have any thoughts on that, feel free to put it in the Discord, or if you have any references of World of Warcraft little tidbits that you think I should study and repaint, please post those there as well. And I will have to see all of you next time. Indypion says she has an appointment to go to, but afterwards she's getting cheese sticks from Walmart. Cheese! And she doesn't want to go, I know. But alas, we must get on with our days until I am independently wealthy and all of us can just stay here and play video games for the benefit, I guess, of advertisers. I don't know. We must leave stream, but we will do stream again in the future and we will continue this. Thank you again for hanging out, and I will catch you all in the next one or on Messenger or Discord. You're welcome for stream. Goodbye, Ninnypion. Goodbye, Songvale. I'll see you all again soon. I have to go to work. I'm sorry. Bye. I'm waving and you can't see it.